Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Tight. Pull it together. Check. 53. And 80. Check. 53. Mike. I'm coming.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold gets it to his running back, Cannon.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Watch the slant. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Alpha. Check nickel. Red 80. Bang.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's caught by Smith. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
50. Come on.
On 1st down, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 3rd down, here's Cannon. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Hey, 80. Here we go.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Vincent Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets will extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An update now from Oakland. The Raiders are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Man 5-7. He's coming. We got double up. Lean 5-3. Slant. He's checking.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line.
That's good for Eagles. 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Eagles nothing.
There we go. Back. 180. Check. Watch 54. Let's put him on.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the safety. Empty.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 180. Oh, you got deep?
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Great 15. Great 15. Williams.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Aguilar has it. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Touchdown, Eagles. Jake Elliott on quarterback after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jets take over first and 10. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Duke Riley gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Rick 5-7. Hey, Charlie.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it right side with Cannon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Darnold down to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw is Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Wentz now on 1st down. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. 57.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
You got it. You got it.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
57 to Mike. All day, dog.
Now Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Watch tight.
Throwing his Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And the kick by Elliott is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Sanders. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
57.
On 2nd down and 4. Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side.
Complete to Nelson Aguilar. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold is brought in by Jamison Crowder. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Mike 50. Rip right, rip right.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Jeffrey. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
82, 82.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check.
Wentz going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Willis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, 4 Tokyo. 64. Wait. Bravo.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Let's find 7. 5.
Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go. 280.
Check 3.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Let's go! Pittsburgh! Mike, number 53! Mike, 53!
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check 53, Mike! It's our field!
And Anderson's got it. That one a first down pickup of 8. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You figured that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And another tackle broken. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This time Jackson will throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field. It wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
That's me. 57 to Mike.
This by 7. That's a shot.
Got one. Kill.
Wins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
Done. 120. Two jet.
Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, orbit. What's up?
Here's Wentz to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Shorty.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
On 2nd and 9. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Other side, solid.
Wentz now to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle. Each
blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Mike 5-4.
And let's pin the mirrors back.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Cannon. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Cannon. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. On the catch, it's Crowder. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run with Cannon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
74.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, 5-2, on here.
Now Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. To throw is Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Wentz going to go on fourth down. That's caught by Jackson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you,